Alright guys, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, perlawanan pertama wildcard untuk Guangzhou menentang Virtus Pro sama kita saksikan perlawanan di lane of dawn.
Where you kind of have to make sure that all your abilities hit on point. It's going to be difficult against VP, where they can kind of autopilot their way into the game.
Yeah, the coordination for the side of Guangzhou Gaming is definitely going to be a lot more important. But if they do get it though, good AoE card controls tools available.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game you've all been waiting for. VP going up against Guangzhou Gaming. We got to see who's going to be the one topping Group B.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
All right, taking a look at some of the emblems right here. So far, nothing too surprising. When it comes down to it, I think there's going to be quite a healthy amount of wave clear coming in from Guangzhou as well. That could allow them to elevate that early game brawl style that they want.
Okay. Early on, it is Bober with the help of Pluto that actually shoves the wave in despite the barrier from Grok.
Right now, Al trying his very best to
zoning
make
nampak
sure
gayanya.
it doesn't get as much farm as possible, but I
Kalau
feel like
zoning
a
cloud.
fine. Pluto taking a bit of damage though.
Oh, oh, ada perang kat sini. Hylos bakal ditumbangkan ke? Forbis menjadi tumbangkan. Kagura juga telah menjadi menggunakan flicker untuk melarikan diri.
Seems like Guangzhou Gaming weren't expecting that amount of burst damage, but when they clump it together like that, it allows Virtus Pro to get so much more
Rusuhan
value.
bagian jungle pak gayanya. Grok juga menjadi tumbangkan.
This is the relationship when your opponent has a very strong roamer and you yourself don't really have a strong level 2 mid laner, right? The Kagura going up against this Hylos, which does have Revitalize, and even the early game with that Vitality in his kit, it makes it so that even at level 2, the healing is strong enough to make sure that you don't die, and even if you do die, you will get some kind
Forbis kena poking kau. Dia bagi kalah EXP. Modi jadi ditumbangkan lagi. Satu mid laner yang baik. Rotasinya.
What a start! Good reads here from Virtus Pro when it comes down to the laning habits for the most part. They're denying the strong XP lane that we were expecting to really get out of control for Modi. Right now with a 1k gold lead, it really isn't game-changing just about yet, but against a team like Virtus Pro, every single bit counts.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, trading against Virtus Pro is
Betul, dimulakan oleh Virtus Pro.
most part of MLBB
Dia ada kontes yang diberikan, tinggalan gol dan juga experience.
And we can definitely see that. Like I said, in like what, 2 minutes already 2 kills for Bad Caught in a losing matchup. That was not a losing matchup. It's just a matchup.
It's plain old matchups here in the EXP lane. Guangzhou still has a chance to turn this around if they can get a good team fight. Again,
Oh, ultimate Kagura.
Yeah, in the mid lane, they're attempting to go for it, but Bober
Dia betul lah dia buka.
Oh,
yo! Beri ke final slash. Double kill untuk Hayabusa. Hylos yang menjadi tumbangkan.
They're happy with that.
Right now losing by
Menang besar ni guys, Virtus Pro early game ni.
Guangzhou Gaming,
Macam dominan lah.
they got to make their timing faster than they want to, right? I feel like for the next turtle, it has to be a 5-man fight for that objective and try to win it out. If you cannot contest for the turtle, I think it's still fine. You need 3 kills. 2 kills, I feel like it's not enough at this point of the game.
I think for Guangzhou Gaming, they gotta maybe slow down a little bit because they need some more tools available. Because you said it earlier, Virtus Pro, they are early levels, 1, 2, and now when they first got the ultimate, they have so many ways to really get things going. Whereas for Guangzhou Gaming, I think they need a few more items to ensure that they can get that long team fight where they can actually maximize the continuous damage.
Ni berat EXP kalah ni guys.
Phobias,
EXP kalah, tak boleh contest
Yeah, Ying
betul.
really wants that glowing wand first, and Mei only with the black eye shield.
Alright, rotasi pada Guangzhou Gaming di bahagian atas, nampak gayanya. Satu engage yang baik.
I like that they're saying that we can
Cuba
play that
membalancekan
game too.
kembali game.
Oh, you anti
Akan
our
tapi
EXP?
buff yang cuba dirusuh nampak gayanya jadi didapatkan oleh Hayabusa.
Purple stolen away by Zorigoist. But yeah, Modi flickered Dark Wave immediately there, so he definitely has a bone to pick with Bad Caught. With 6 seconds to go here, I don't know if Guangzhou Gaming have what it takes to get a proper setup for a fight.
Golin tak ada kalah hari ni.
Pluto's actually staying in the bottom lane now, looking for a gang, but that's because Lazy Duet used as Owl just walks away. BMI back, DHS picked up. That is his first item. Okay.
Honestly, I
Betul,
feel like
dimulakan.
it's perfectly fine
Oleh
because
Virtus
I
Pro,
feel like with the
Monster
changes
Shocker juga
of,
dah dibuka, nampak kita ada
above all,
kontes lagi yang cuba
DHS
diberikan.
so that you can really join the fights quite early. Because even if you don't have enough damage,
Oh, rusuhan yang coba dilakukan lagi. Wall.
Like your jungler or your mid can just clean up. At this point, even your EXP.
All right, Cannoneer is still trying to farm up, trying to keep up in levels. 2 levels down, by the way, so the pressure is definitely up for Virtus Pro. But look at this dive.
All.
Shadow kill.
Ultimate telah digunakan. Makanya all bakal ditumbangkan.
With the Vengeance baited out, it's a free one for Pluto to take. As Badcat holds in mid, they
Rotasi yang baik daripada Virtus Pro.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, this is looking.
Alright, mungkin ada mirroring yang cuba dilakukan oleh Virtus Pro. Backcourt kalau mati sini rugi guys. Dia dah tahu enemy akan ganking atas.
Oh, the scaling. Oh,
Flicker digunakan.
you don't want to.
Satu spell dibazirkan. Tapi ada mirroring. Grok menggunakan ulti untuk melarikan diri, akan tepi Pasal menggunakan flicker untuk melarikan diri. Wall cantik. Oh, bagian mid lane. Oh, bakal ditumbangkan mega kill untuk Hayabusa. Mid lane dia dapatkan. Wah, menang besar ni guys. Vision besar.
Outplays upon outplays from Virtus Pro.
Guangzhou Gaming dalam keadaan tertekan.
Guangzhou Gaming, and when it comes down to it, they have a lot more maneuverability, outplay tools. So they're just making the best out of it. Guangzhou can't really set up for a team fight, and Virtus Pro don't need to give it to them anyways.
Right now for Guangzhou, looking at the items here, you do have the glowing one on the Kagura, but the fact that looks like it's going to be Hunter Strike into an endless battle makes it so that Cannoneer is going to be quite late in dishing out the damage. So this is not looking good for Guangzhou.
Yup. 3000 gold lead. Asal buffering geng. Wah. Tim perang. Ya Allah. Sorry geng saya tak tahu. Mungkin internet cuput. A few days ni not looking good untuk internet. Ni minit berapa ni guys? 6:18.
Dishing out the damage. So this is not looking good for Guangzhou. Outplay from the Polius because this time it's not a war act.
down.
Don't feel up that much.
6:18.
I like this attempt.
Kita keluarkan sikit.
Crimson Beacon.
Fact that so that outplay from the Polius.
Wah, dia terus putus dok guys. Ke daripada sana tak?
I like the attempt, but they just put them even further back. 4,700 gold difference here, and Virtus Pro clearly in the lead.
And there's a lot of mobility for Guangzhou Gaming. Virtus Pro
Betul, nampaknya perfect data bakal didapatkan oleh Virtus Pro. Tiada contest yang diberikan. Get gold lead yang sangat besar di fasa early game.
Because there's heroes like the Hayabusa, like the Claude, they can get to the backline before you even notice it. And that's why Guangzhou Gaming is struggling so hard right now. All their skills require an amount of setup, especially for Xing on the
Wah, yang cuba dirusuh.
Virtus Pro don't give it to them at all.
The fact that Super Gorka has that golden staff makes it so that even if Zaur makes a mistake, even Backup makes a mistake, this Claude is already in trouble.
Final slash atas Grok. Grok menggunakan ulti melarikan diri. Hayabusa menggunakan ulti. Wah, dia dapatkan oleh Claude.
Virtus Pro just standing their ground in the jungle of Guangzhou Gaming and says, we own this area now.
They're clean.
Look at this. The purple buff still in contention.
Oh my lord, no way!
Kena curi.
With the lantern flare!
He's a bad beaver.
He's a bad beaver. Bad Bober.
Bad Bobra Beaver.
Maybe they should all turn their names to Bad. Bad Bober, Bad Pluto, Bad Gorka.
Bad caught.
Bad people right now, especially with a 7, almost
No,
7
they're
big
actually
gold.
decent people, but you know, in the game, in the game.
I mean, for Guangzhou Gaming, they're pretty mean right now. Really not giving any opportunities. Taking out the turrets slowly but surely.
Ada shocker.
Man, Zergo is just on a roll right here, and honestly, there's no real way for Guangzhou Gaming to catch him that easily.
Again, the cutoff
Kalau pathway kepada high loss.
so clean, so systematic.
Oh.
Over gets out from the in-out overturn now goes for
Pilih yang overturn, tidak terkena ultimate-nya. Nampaknya ultimate cantik daripada Grok. Adakah ada penukaran kat sini? Nampaknya Grok dia ditumbangkan. Obvious juga ditumbangkan.
Doesn't have the shadow kill. 4 levels ahead though.
That at this point, this is
Lomok
not
gila
textbook.
kan
They're
Hayabusa
the one
ni.
that's writing
Yeah.
the instructions manual.
This is beautiful.
This is gorgeous.
Oh. Well,
Gorgeous pro.
This is fabulous.
Blood dimulakan oleh Virtus Pro.
90 goal lead against Guangzhou Gaming. Definitely spectacular.
Oh, this is magnerific.
Phenomenal.
This is eye-catching.
Striking. Sensational.
Oh, you got yeah, the guys.
Dominate from first kill with a real me 15 throw.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you
sir.
go. Adding into the sponsor.
Yes, sir.
That's a
Right.
real move.
Is there an angle for a comeback here is the question. Guangzou Gaming, they adapt
No
really
ribu
well.
guys,
They
of
might
course,
be
tak
looking
ada
for some kind of
cara
catch.
nak
If they can
comeback.
stop Zoregoist, I think that's the first step they have to kind of figure out. Because so far, they've been trying to use Modi and May to try and set something up. But Modi in particular, Virtus Pro are literally saving crowd control tools, knowing that if we stop Modi, the rest of the guys can't really do much anyways.
Looking at the items, nah.
Goal beza
If
4,000.
Ying had 2 items, maybe.
4,000
But
setengah.
only one, don't think it's gonna be enough.
Lowest pathway sent again.
2000.
Pluto. Trying to hold him in. Bad caught, jumps in.
Oh,
Tech charges
Osman
back,
bergerak.
lock him down, but he
Terus
finds
buff
Manos
wave
back.
digunakan.
And Sour baits out the bench, just now
Obvious
looking
masuk,
at the
blazing
pickup.
duet.
Blazing duet from Zoom.
Bahaya Busa.
Gorka earlier into
Dua down.
Over and Pluto.
Crystal
Virtus
beri fokus
Pro
sekarang ni.
just too well-rounded. And Guangzhou Gaming
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, game berat sebelah.
One of the
Kemenangan untuk
most
Virtus Pro
dominating
1,
performances we've seen
Guangzhou
from
Gaming.
ending
Was a nice try.
12
Sama-sama kita saksikan perlawanan yang kedua sebentar saja lagi. Jangan lupa like, komen, share bagi pendapat korang pasal game ni. Paling penting jangan lupa subscribe guys. We'll see you guys on the next matches. Let's go.
Just took their first loss in a fashion that I think even they're like